Good afternoon everybody, how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called the Flower Patch. And at the Flower Patch I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements from door wreaths, door swags, things for your home decor, things for your garden decor, weddings, funeral tributes, things for your business and much more. Right guys, today I just want to I thank you all as usual, you wonderful people, for keep subscribing to my channel and also for your wonderful comments. I'm so still, you know, oh, the gratitude is beyond words guys, it really is. You're just all fabulous people. I love you all to bits and I can't get enough of you. You're like my global family and I love you all. Right, before I carry on as well, the gentleman that wanted me to, Gay Wilson, that wanted me to describe things that I was doing, the front facing one we was doing yesterday, I forgot as I analysed the video. I'm so sorry Gay Wilson, I forgot to say, I'll just get it down, that this, what we did was a symmetrical arrangement. You know, I forgot all about it when I was watching my video and I thought, why didn't I mention it was a symmetrical arrangement? Basically, symmetrical means obviously the triangular position where you've got one on this side, you've got another on the opposite. You mirror image each side into a triangular point. That's what the symmetrical one is. I'm trying to go each, as you asked, if I do designs and explain what they are. Like we did, I have got plans to do an asymmetrical one. We did the crescent for the wreath. That was one that we was doing where I came across and I felt a bit more like a teacher. Well, that was the first one that we did, was the crescent shape. This is the second one, which is the symmetrical shape, and how you place things in the triangular position where you have you know, things mirror imaged either side, and that's what symmetrical is. Now asymmetrical, it's more like an L shape, up and across, height and then down on one side, not the other, but we will do that one. So I just want to place that back up there. So I'm sorry that I didn't come across and explain what that is. Let me just grab something. I've just forgotten something and I've just spotted it that I got and I forgot all about it. Why was I like so clumsy? Oh, bear with me guys, bear with me. 1, 2, 3 of those I'll have as well, just to add, and maybe some of those. Gosh, I just find out we are going to do today, Mr. Gay Wilson, a monochromatic teardrop swag shape arrangement. Now we're going to do it on a grapevine, not on spruce or anything like that. I've already done the bow. It's going to be in black and white. I'm trying to avoid as much greenery as possible. I want to try and make it virtually 100% black and just white. So this swag, it's only small, it's 18 inches and it is grapevine. I purchased just a couple of these last week and I spotted them guys, and I know you have this online shop now in the States, Temu. I always keep browsing on Temu because you can get some good little gadgets like things for your nail polish. As you can see, I've changed my colour. and they cover around your fingers so you don't get polish all over your fingers. And I tried them out last night. Oh, they work wonders. And they're only what? Less than £1 in English money, which is less than $1. So I thought I'd purchase some, see what they're like, and if I like them I may get some more. So they are quite cheap as well. So Audrey, if you want some, my sweetheart, have a browse on Temu. So it is 18 inches. I've done a black and white bow, just 3 colours. I've done the checkered or the gingham, which is 5-inch loops. I've done 4 of those. I've done the bold plain black at 5 inches as well, 4 loops of those. And then I've done the stripy one at 5 inch, and there's 4 of those as well. And then I placed one at 2 inch in the 2.5 inch in the center of the plain black, just to cover my mechanics. And I've got small tail ends, so I mean this keeps coming apart, so I may not order any more of these, but we'll see. Once the glue's in, it might hold it all together. We'll make it, guys. And I'm going to sit down and do this because I'm going to alter the camera so you can see. But first of all, oh, let me have a drink of my turmeric tea. It's bright red. Oh, I love it, me. Right, first of all, we've got some black velvet grass that I'd like to use again, coming down maybe from the sides outwards and down to the bottom. So we've got some of those. I've just grabbed, this is all I've got left of it. So you can pull them and use them individually. You haven't got to use them as a full, that's one bunch or one stem. So you could just pull them off or cut them off wherever you want and use them like that. I have got out some of my, I've got some oddments and one bit of stem left what I've been chopping at, and there's some I put on picks. Some of my black willow, because I want to use that as well. Now I've also got out, I've got some bits of smaller oddments here that I could place in the centre of my black fern. And these are, I love these, and I got these guys from my local supermarket, Tesco, and they do them in black, green, gold. When it comes to Christmas, they start bringing out the gold one as well, and I love them. And when they get them in, I make sure I buy a lot, because I haven't, they're very, very sturdy and brilliant for outdoors. So I don't really see a lot of them anywhere else. Not to this, how they have these. So that is that. And I've just picked up, which I may take the greenery off, guys. Again. Look at those glossy black berries. Are they just gorgeous, or are they gorgeous? They are so, so glossy. Oh, I just love these. So I've got those. And with those, I'm going to use these, what was off of a vine that I placed on picks as well. I think I may need to sort that one out. It looks like it's going to break. But some white berries as well. I've just picked up some Veronica. Now this has got grass on it. I may incorporate that, I may not. I'll see. If I think it's too much, because again I'm trying to stick to the just monochromatic, which is 2 colours, that's it. I may just get some astilbe or something else with a bit of a point on the end that will blend in, you know, and give us that also that different contrast against other things. I've got some of these oddments of the harvest leaf, white, what was in my bucket full of white foliage. I only have one bucket, but I shove all of my white foliage in, not just one, you know, one type. It's all of it because I don't use white foliage a lot. So I just have one bucket and cram everything in. So I've just got it down and found some of these oddments. I got these off Lily Jade, and I need to order some more. I don't know if she's got any more in, but if she has, I'm going to order some. And again, out of my white bucket, I've got the oddments here of ficus, white ficus, guys. And I used this when it was Christmas time, and I've got the stems out of that as well. And also at the same time, I've got out my willow. I can't make my mind up which one. I may use both, I may just use one. And also to go with that, out of the white foliage, now these are all oddments. I have got my philodendron leaves. That I've got a bigger leaf, wider, where it could be at the back, that I'd use the wider leaf at the back, you know, and that will also make everything else look like it's leaning on something solid. So I brought out those. For our floral, all I basically got out, I cut these down just off a big stem before we started. My hydrangeas. I think I'm going to take the leaves off of these again because I want it monochromatic. I've tried to get things where there's hardly any green attached to it, but I've got those. And I've also got black and white roses that I've got out as well. I thought that we need, and we don't just have white floral, we need black and white, or just black. But with the majority of it being black, I chose the black and white so then you can spot them, because they're a mixture, so you'd spot them against just plain black foliage. So hence the reason I chose the black and white. I could have chose white roses, but we've got white hydrangeas and greenery as well. And then I've also brought out just some white pumpkins that I may incorporate, with it being this time of year, for the fall, you know, arrangements being made in the Halloween. So I thought I'd bring some of those out. And I've been looking and I've been thinking about my wispy bits. Oh, I can't not have wispy bits. I keep looking at those calla lilies, Audrey. I do. I've got to try and hold back a little bit and just don't keep choosing the same thing. I've got to have a variety. So, or sometimes just don't use them. So that is what we've got today. So I'm going to be bringing, again, as I say, the camera down, because I want you to see it, and I'm going to be having it on the table like so. I want you to see it from that point, and then I will move it around so you'll see it from other directions as well. So this, Mr. Gay Wilson, is a monochromatic flower arrangement on a swag or a teardrop shape, where you make it wider at the top and then thinner down to the bottom. So that's the, let me just alter the camera. I've tried to get it where you'll be able to see it, guys, where it's much closer. I've gone above my desk, as in pointing it at the eye view. So keep your fingers crossed that it stays like that. Now let me just get something. I'm trying not to get anything what's got. Oh dear. Let's get this Adobe. What's that? Oh my gosh, I've got things I didn't even realise I've got, guys. I've really got to start going through all of these. Let's just grab this Adobe, just to be on the safe side. So, You won't see me today, guys. Not till the end, anyway. I hope you've had an all relaxing day yesterday. Oh my goodness, I have just spotted something. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I have just spotted something. I've got 3 left of these. They are acorns, big acorns. Look at those. Oh, we might have those instead of the pumpkins. Oh, sorry. Here we go again. Lottie-dottie-dahs. Oh, I'm missing the choir already. Right, let's get our wider leaf, our philodendron. Half of these haven't got rubber bands on because there's not many of them, and I've just placed them in. I need to order some more rubber bands. Every time I sort out my bucket, I'm using more rubber bands. So let's just get these here so you can see. So what I'm wanting to do here is, now this is another lesson, you know, for the gentleman, is our widest point. It may look here at the moment, well, it is here. Here is our widest point. This bow is at the top on the neck, as I call it, because I look at teardrops or swags as the top part of your body to the waist. So if I just turn it over, that is the neck there. Here are the shoulders, the widest point, the ribs, the waist. So that, if you look at it like that as a human body, you know, neck, shoulders, ribs and waist, then it may for some people be easier to understand. Let's get a longer. I've got my picks on standby in case I need a few picks. Let's wipe that glue off. Oh, Audrey, I've noticed you paid attention, my darling. Oh, you're a lovely lady. Wiping glue off your picks and everything. Oh, I mean, I guess a lot of you have, but it's only because I've been watching Audrey's videos. So, now this one I want at the widest point. So, I'm going to go around the shoulders. Let's see, because I've never had one of these before. I may have to cut it shorter. So what we are going to do is like so. And do the same with this one. And what I'm doing is I'm going up with it so it's got something to attach itself to, and then I'm bending it out to the side. And I'm creating shoulders like so. We will get to the neck and place one up at the neck, and let's get to one. This one should do. So we'll place this, just turn it up here and place it inside there. So we've now got one at the neck. So you've got it like so. Excuse if I keep squashing the ribbon and the bow, should I say. It's the position I'm sitting. And then now we work our way down. So we now place in, because these are quite big, you can have them joined all the way down or stagger them. I'm going to stagger them because I want that shape like so. Single ones. then do one opposite so it lines up with each other. And again, I'm placing them inwards, going up towards the neck. And we want it to come in as we go down. We don't want it sticking out like this. The shoulders is the widest part. And then we'll place one. Because you've got the central piece that has got the bits where they're tied to, you know, they are attached. Now I've got a bit of glue on there, so let's just take that off. And I can see that little piece there. There we go. I've chopped that off because I don't like to see those. I'll do this one before we attach it. And then we do the same with this one. That stem was a little bit longer, so I placed it there. Just get that glue. And if you can't get any glue off, like I can't seem to grab that, I just snip the twig. I'm not harming it. And then I want one at the bottom as a point, like we've got one at the top for the neck. So that will be our point, and that will go like so. So in total you have 8 placed in. I know it's an even number and I work in odds, but sometimes, you know, you have to add them in if you want a certain way. It's the florals that I tend to keep an eye on when they're in odd numbers. I don't like that one for some reason. For some reason I'm very fussy. Let's cut that as well. So I'm going to stick this in. Another piece. And if you want volume, lift them up, just bend them upwards towards the sky, and that will create bounce. So as you can see, if I place it that way, we've now got the one on our neck at the top, shoulders, ribs, and then waistline down here. So that's how you create that teardrop shape. Again, the easier way I can say it is by saying it as human body parts. Then, you know, it's easier, I guess, for people to remember. It was for me, guys. You know, some people prefer it to be more simplified. I do. If I can simplify things, guys, I will. Right, so I've got my black. Again, I'm just moving everything down out of the way so you can get an eye view of it. Now I've got these ferns. I may want to use these little ones up first. I've got 4. I could bring those in the center. Now where's my scissors? I tend to do sometimes then I have to think the way. Oh no, it's that way. I turn it upside down because I don't really like the flat piece here. I cut off the whole of that stem, what's at the top, because it's the smaller part. Can you see where I'm going? If I get one, it's smaller at the top. I pull off if you can't pull off, use your cutters, and I've created a slight bit of point here with those. It's better than having it wider here, so it looks more of a fern shape. So that's maybe another tip for you guys. So I'm going in the center with these, and I'm just bending them slightly to give again that bounce. Cut the main stem at the bottom off. Pull as many as you want off. You haven't got to pull off the amount that I've pulled off. I'm just doing that so I've got a long enough stem just to place it in. Again, I'm just using it as a bit of a volume in the center. I'll do the same with this one. Cut the main stem off on here. So it gives it a better shape than it would if it was the opposite way round. And again, I'm just lifting that one. So we've got those going down the center. I don't want that one, so I can place that there. Now these come in all different sizes. I've got a long one. And you can pull them off. They do come out if you pull at them. Again, I want to create, so you want 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and maybe 2 there. So 8 again, is it? 2, 4, 6, yeah, 8. But I would place the longer ones at the top. Let me take the band off. So I'd have, I mean that's a shorter one. I'd have those. I could have those there. There's some shorter ones here as well. Again, just place your elements in. I don't want to overdo it with this, so I may skip one. Bring that there, and then come up here and do it like that, because I don't want this doesn't look right at the top, then I will. Let's have a look. There's there. Yeah, it's got to be like that. So let's move those out of the way. So let's just take these out. That's quite a big one. And what I'm going to do is take a few off again at the bottom and just pull off or cut them off. It's all, you know, depending on how, if you've got, you know, health issues with your hands, then don't put yourself through pain, guys. You know, just cut it, it will be better for you. So I'm going down in that area. like so. So then I'm going to bring the top, these two, just cut that wire a little bit. I'm going to come here. And we're going to do the same, just pull a few bits off at the bottom. Lift up your ribbon. That's a bit too long, it's bending. Like so. And do the same with this one. Oh guys, let me turn that heater on. Oh goodness gracious, it's pointing right in my face. And then do the same on this side. So you've got that there as well. Excuse the flat bow. Because I'm leaning on it. Oh, I tell you what guys, I feel like I've had my routine taken away from me. I'm missing Benji, taking Benji out. Oh, it's so awkward not doing it. Because I enjoy taking him out. It's just... not right. Oh, and thank you for all your kind wishes, saying that I'm very kind to help my neighbour. Oh, it's just something I don't mind doing for him. I've got a lot of, I have respect for the elders. You know how some people really, you know, they don't have that respect. I'm opposite. I have utmost respect. Because you know what I say, guys? If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here. Because they wouldn't have, you know, like my mum and my granny. If it weren't for my granny giving birth to my mum, my mum giving birth to me, I wouldn't be here. So I've got a lot to thank. So... yeah, I do miss Benji. I miss his owner as well. I like helping him, the old gentleman. Right, so let me just straighten those up. Oh, my youngest son, he's got the week off of work, and oh, he's wide awake, guys, because he's getting up a delivery today. He's wide awake. Right, so I've placed those in. We may get disturbed because he said, oh, because you put that note on the door, they may knock on your workshop for my parcel. So, that is with our ferning now, and as you can see, I've made it so it's wider up the top and it's now gone in. So we don't need any more of those. So we can take those off of my workbench. So, and we've just placed in the black. Now let's have a look. Is it the willow? That looks pretty. Let's have a look at the ficus. I've got a small piece of ficus, yeah. Oh, somehow it's drawing me to the ficus because it's airy. I think we'll start with the ficus, and if I feel that by adding any willow is going to look or help it in any other way, then we'll change and add in some willow. So, oh, my acorns. My acorns have dropped on the oh gosh, I've got a funny old mind. So I don't like this colour nail varnish. I don't know why I've bought it. So we're going to place in these like so to give it that airiness and also movement. So let's start under here at the bottom, and again you can lift it, give it that extra little bounce, incorporate it with the rest of it. Let's intermingle it with each other. Like so. Your fern is your point. That's supposed to be under there. Like that. Again, and bring some in the centre as well, because you want your foliage to be spread around your arrangement. You don't just want everything on the outer side. Again, I'm lifting it up by bending and manipulating the stem so it's making it full. We've got a thicker piece of spine in the centre where it's got, I think, something around it, what's holding it together, and that's where I'm gluing it all. I've got that. I'm going to place at the top, maybe. And again, just manipulate your stem to give it that more of a natural movement in it and a natural feel and look. I'm just going under the fern and bending it so the fern also lifts as well. So we're just placing it under and sliding it upwards. So as you can see now, I've lifted these ficus upwards with the stem. The fern is sitting on top and it's lifted the fern up as well to give it extra volume. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. And I'm placing one here because as widest point. As you notice, I'm placing those going down to keep that shape. I'm following the shape because the fern and the philodendron leaves are our line and structure of our arrangement. Again, I will sort the bow out, guys. How many times have you sorted your bows out? I guess it's numerous. And then we use the other one on the opposite side where the shoulders are. And I'm going under the fern. I can see that. Like so. And I want a piece in the middle. Again, don't forget the middle. And there's the fern here, so I'm going under that one. Like that. I think I'm not going to put one of these up there because I have got black. I've got one little piece here. I'm going to place, let me just snip it. As you can see, this is how funny I am, guys. It's only got a little bit, you know, where it needs to be cut. As you can see there. I have to take that off. I don't like that because it looks like you can tell. And then I make it like so. So it looks like I haven't cut anything off. And I'm going to place that in the centre, just as a bit of greenery. In fact, I may place it up. Let's get the glue off and do it again. I'm going to go up here, like so. So that is now with our white ficus, if I place it this way as well. Now there seems to be a lot of white now. So now we need to come in with our black. We can bring in black from here and around the sides. I'm going to place these wispy bits, Audrey. Wispy bits. I love my wispies. So we've got those. So in that case, I'm going to place some of my willow. Again, I do have my berries, but they can come into the centre. So let's get all these. And which I've taken these off of the stem and I've put them on picks. And now I'm going to go down and I'm going to start. Oops, the daisy. And incorporate some black with the white. And at the same time, I'm going out the side. I'm lifting, when I say I'm lifting them up towards the sky, it's in flat like that when I place it in. I'm just bending the stem upwards like that. So it gives it that lift and that volume. And then sometimes I may just bend it a little bit so it's got a light little bit of that sort of shape on the stem. So it's just like that and not lifted as much. And that is what I mean by lifting. And it's that what gives you the volume. By lifting them up. I think I may have to cut that one as well. And again, lift. I don't want too much volume here, and I'm going to intermingle some white with the willow so they look like they're all mixed in together. So as you can see now, that looks like they're mixed in with the white ficus and the fern. So by coming up again to around the ribs, around here, do the same procedure, just lift it and intermingle some of your ficus in with the leaves. So they're together, they're married, or they're as one. Oh, I had some right trouble this morning with my bank and online banking. Oh God. An hour guys, and 20 minutes on the phone for them to try and sort out my online banking. It was horrendous. I told them, I'm getting frustrated with you all now. You're the 6th person you've passed me on to, and you're all asking me the same questions, you know, your password and things like this, and do you know it, you need to, you know, my date of birth, and all, you know, what they ask you for security reasons. But every time they pass me through to somebody else, I got the same thing. What's your date of birth? What's this? What's that? And oh God, guys, I just said to the woman, you know, I'm getting frustrated now. It's like you don't know your job, so you're passing me on to somebody else. And it's all because I just wanted to get back up on running on my online banking. On my mobile phone, because it had gone down and I couldn't seem to log on. It was absolutely, oh, never again. 5 times I had to make a new password up, and then she's saying, she says, did it work? I'm like, no. She says, well, think of another one. Oh, 5 times, guys. And I was like, do you know your job? And I'm not a horrible person. I know it's not down to them. Technology can be good. It is good. But oh, when it goes down, guys, it is, oh, your worst enemy. Your only worst enemy. Oh, let me cut that a bit shorter. It's not their fault that it's gone down. It's the server and stuff like that. Oh, but you think to yourself, why? in this modern day why. But finally, after an hour and 20 minutes on my mobile phone, which was costing me a fortune, and all I kept getting was, I'm sorry for your delay. No, you're not. No, you're not, guys. Don't pretend. Oh, that's how it got me. And it's not their fault. Right, I'm going to bring one down here. But have you ever done it, guys, where you've ended up fed up? Fed up of waiting. So, now that is with the black willow in. So now you can see that it's not just one, more of one colour than the other. It is now become where it's blended together. Lovely. So I don't need any more willow. So this is how I go through things and eliminate, you know, what we've got and everything like that. Because the, so I've cut that one. I want, you know, I could place one there, one here, and then one at the bottom. So I do need 3. I cut 4. Why have I cut 4? That's got foliage on. Let me take that foliage off and I'll save it for something else, guys. I'll place it on this one so it's together, it stays with it. I've cut 4. Why have I cut 4 down? I'll just put a longer stem on it. So I'm going to place in these hydrangeas, beautiful pure white hydrangeas. And I'm going to bring this one, I'm going to move the bow and I'm going to place it under here. And I'm going to lift again up to the sky. If I can just get it in. I've got to bring the tail ends hanging down. Like so. So that one is our first, and again, as you can see, it's not flat because I need volume. I don't mind doing flat arrangements, but on this occasion I want the volume. So then I'm going to go here in the center and give that volume as well. And I'm going to do exactly the same at the bottom. And again, I'm bending it up towards the sky. If I just move it around a little bit so I can get to the bottom. And I'm trying to space these out equally. That one's in the wrong place because it's not equal. So take the glue off. Drop it back in my glue pan. And go here. Let's see. There. So I'm trying to give it a similar sort of space. So if you want to measure, if you haven't got a measure, you know, take measure handy, just get your scissors and look at the smaller gap between where the smallest, you know, the leaves meet with the smallest gap. So we're looking at around there. So it's like that. See, that one needs to just, there we go. So they are now placed in our big, beautiful floral. I'll put those in at a later stage. I want to get in my grass. Wispy. Oh. Now, some people may find these are too long. They can be too long. I've done them on a wreath where I've kept them this long because the wreath has been a 22-inch wreath. So it's big and they don't look out of place. Now, sometimes, I mean, I have thought they look slightly long, and all I've done is cut them. Some at different heights. Like so. So they like that. I can't do nothing with those. And then I bend them, and I like to see these around the top where the shoulders are. So that gives that wispy bit up above. So I'm going to need 2. I think there was one where I started. Yeah. Let me just cut that a bit better. And that's all I'm doing is just giving it a nice wispy cut, a little haircut. And they have got wire in, so you can manipulate these. And again, I'll bring those like so. But I don't want many. As I come down, I may just place in, I don't know. We'll see as we go along. I may use some of the cut bits actually and place those individually, or pull one off as I come down. But at the top, I want a cluster of them. So let's just, oh, that's hard. Cut that. And I'm going to go under the ribbon. Like so. So I want it to have that spiky feeling. Oops, that spiky feeling. I want another one here to give it that spiky feeling. Now I've just caught the glue. There we go. It's just caught the glue pan, as you can see on the back. So what I tend to try and do, I tend to try and wait for it to dry, and then I peel it off the way it went on. There, look, I'm peeling it off the way it went on. There, so it peels off like that. So that's one. So our other one, we do the same. So you've got, and again, lift them, make it volumized, give it bounce, give it, you know, elegance, contrast against other things. I mean, like I say, these have got wire in, so I can manipulate these to spread along the top. So you've got that sort of a spiky effect, you know, like Halloween, you know, ooh, sort of look. So now I can pull off 2. And I've got a third one here, what's smaller. Just cut these. And I'm going to place these on a pick. So where is, I've got black, my black tape, things like this. I'm going to go round. Oops, I've just dropped my pick. You just pull on your tape and it activates some sticky glue. And then I go back up just for extra support for the stem. And then pull. So now I have just a little cluster of 3 where I will bring those around here. So I want 2 of those, so that's a cluster of 3 on its own. Let's see if I can do it with these. I prefer the scissors. It gives it a better finish. And because I've pulled at this, I'm going to tape this because it is on paperback. So where I've pulled the others off, I will tape these back together to get it that neat finish, so it doesn't look like, you know, you've not put all your effort in and made it look beautiful. You know, you've added the finishing bits. I always say it doesn't matter how long, if you add your finishing bits, you know, the customer will notice that it's done properly. Again, just manipulate them like so. And then we will add these in around this area. Like so. Doesn't matter if it's sticking out slightly more. If you don't like it, you know, you can look at it and think, well, that's a bit too much. Like I do, I feel that. So because it goes shorter down here, so I feel that was a bit too long. I want to give it that. And again, do the same on this side. Oh my goodness, I pushed a bit too hard there. There we go. And again, I think that's a bit too long. And I'm only, like I say, I'm only cutting it because we're going short as we come down. Put one there. They don't have to be exactly the same as the ones on the opposite side. And just fluff everything back up once you've done it like so. And then I'm going to place one at the bottom. Put that one there. 1, 2, 3. Like I've got that 2 at the top, but I'm placing 1 at the bottom. Let's just secure this with a bit more tape because I can see the paperback coming off and I don't know why it's not securely on. And go back up. just go up and then just manipulate these around at the bottom. And then again, fluff everything back up to give it that volume where you've been placing those in. Let's get those out of the way. So if I turn it that way, that's how it looks from that side. Oh, I'm very particular with mess. So there is your spikiness, monochromatic look so far. So again, now we've got our berries. Now, do I keep just the black? I think so, guys, because what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to cut them off here, like so. Or I could actually do it different. So let me do it and put my own picks on. So I'm going to pull them off where they finish. Pull all the, like so, all the foliage down to the bottom. Then now with that, because I don't want the foliage to come off, so I can save this as a greenery bunch, I'm just doing a U-bend at the top, just so it stays on and it doesn't come off. And that is all I'm doing. So I've got a bunch of foliage, and again, do it again, just do a U-bend. Like so, and that keeps that on. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh my good gracious me. Right, that one's stuck inside. Some of that. So I'll see if I can. Right, so that's now become a bunch of foliage. Now I have got some of the stem that has stayed inside. So I've got some smaller flat pinhead pliers what should be able to grab it. If not, then it's stuck. No, I can't get it. Right, so then I'll grab and see if I can make a hole. So I can place that in. Yeah, it's in. So I've made a pick out of the opposite end, because at the opposite end to that pick they are thinner. So now I can just place on my own picks. Place them on. As you can see, the glue has seeped out. So I just wipe that off, because I don't want a blob of dried glue sticking around on the outer side of it. Right, so that's those 5. Oh, I've noticed there's a couple of berries that aren't on those, so I'm cutting those off so it doesn't look odd. So if you find anywhere berries are missing and it's just left the stalk, take the stalk off where the berries have come off of. Right, so now we've got I tried to keep my desk, my worktop clear, guys. I like to keep a good eye on what's, you know, left. Right, we've got 5. So I want 2. Let's see, 2, 3, 4. I'm just placing them here. They'll obviously be slightly in a bit. And then 1 on the end there, like so. So they're going to be a bit further in so you can see them like on the top here. So let's just get these ones in first. Lift up the bow. These are on the shoulders. Again, under the bow. Like that. And again, I'm bending them upwards to give them that volume. Because there is people out there who actually just like the monochromatic. They're not, you know, too fussed about getting all different, you know, colours here and there. You know, I'm one of these. I mean, gosh, guys, I don't mind anything really. I'm not forced either way. I like anything. You know, it could be this monochromatic, and once I finish, you know, oh, I like that. But then if I do a pink one the day after, I like that. You know, like I've said before, that my only favourite colour is green. But, you know, you can use green in every arrangement you do if you wish, because of your greenery. So I'm happy at any point because I've got the green all the time. So whatever's added to that my favourite colour, you know, I like. Again. So there's your berries, black berries placed in. Now I do have these, don't I? I wonder if I could put one there, one there, and one there. I've got the black roses, yeah. Oh my Gideon. So I've got 5 of those. 1, 2. I think I need one at the top, a rose at the top. So 1 around the top here. So we'll have 1 there at the top. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think so. Now I don't need that, so we'll pull the foliage at the bottom. I don't need. In fact, I may just need that stem, so I'll leave it on its stem. Right, so I've left that because that was at the bottom of the stem with the flower. So we'll place in this, we'll go under our bow again. That may even be too, there we go. Lift the head. Slightly. So we'll save that. Get the other one. We'll save that one as well. Now these are going to be smaller stem. So I'm going to get another one and cut it exactly the same. And I'm going to go here. I'm not going on the outer side. I'm bringing it here. And at the end, once you've had a look, you can add, you know, more foliage if you feel, you know, filler foliage, but in white or black. Again, let's just turn that one round and place this one in as well. Just so you can see the rose. And then I want one here and one here. So again, cut, because as you can see, there's a stem where the rose leaf is here. I'm cutting with the flat side because it gets closer. I'm taking that off and I'm saving that. I could use it as filler foliage, and I've done that with all of it. Cut it off, and you can use it as filler foliage. So now I want to place these here. So I want these slightly smaller as well in length. So I will cut these at the same, by putting them side by side and measuring them and placing those in as well. You just see. Now I want, again, we've got that. I don't want it to look too much white. Let's have a think now. I don't want no more berries. I'll get those out of the way. See, these are pretty. But then I have that for different texture. So we're going to use that. Let's check on, no, we don't need the white willow. I do like that, but it's got green in, and I just want to keep it black and white. So we may go back to the black willow. I'm going to use these. See, they've got green in. Two, three. I could place those up there. Where's that one? What looked broken? I had one what felt like it was going to come off. Is it that one? It's not that one. Oh, it's this one. Can I get that? Place this on a pick with the other one. There, so that's got its own pick. I think that needs just trying to get this where's my flat pliers? There we go, that's in. Let's take that glue off at the bottom. So they're all on longer picks now. So we've got those. How do I? I'm going to put it in to part that there, there and there. I'm going to place the acorns in like so. I know we've got the white hydrangeas, but these are a different texture. We've got a bit of a gap there. So I need something in there. Like so. And then I'm going to go just under this bow. That there, and then that can like so. So that can be just under there. Just bend it down a little bit. I don't want it sticking up too much. And then our third. I want in front of here, just where the rose is up here. So you've got that. Now, okay, we've got those. Let's just hold it up so I can see where we need to be placing other things. Right. putting them there. They'll go in deeper than that. There. Right, so I'm going to place these in the white berries, and I'm going to give that our height, because this is as well. I'm going to place that. Maybe a little bit further. Oops, the daisy. Like so. And then I'm going to place these in where I've just spotted grapevine from the sides. That's that one. Turn it around to do the other side. I'm cutting it at a 45-degree angle so it makes it easier to go into your grapevines. Oh, that's a bit too long. There we have that one. Just again, lift them up slightly towards the sky, the stem, for that volume. So now we've got some black filler. I just want to bring that, I think, out there as well. Where those white beads are, berries should I say, not beads. And we're going to place those there so it's got black with it, and try and like so, to fill it up. Got, like I say, these oddments of harvest foliage. I loved these. I had, they're very pretty for Christmas. A Christmas theme. They are beautiful. I've got to get some more. I've got to stock up on these. They're very, very popular as well. I'm just going to place things where that's a bit smaller. So now the smaller one would bring down here on either side. Again, I'm just adding that extra little bit. Let's see, 1, 2 here. And bring one up here. Again, one this side. Up there. And these are white ruscus, these two pieces. These are my scraps. So they can go up there as one little cluster. And then I've got 3 of these left. Let me just stand above, guys. I think 1. I'll look at those in a minute. Let me get these in. Again, always remember your top line. You know, whatever you're placing around here, you try to incorporate that at your top line, because you want it to be balanced. So like I've got the beads at the top here, so I put those either side of the beads, so to give it that little bit of extra finish here. I don't want it too busy around the top either, because in fact I could place those in there. Let's get a couple of those in. Where's our clickers gone? Oh, they're here. So if I just bring a couple up there to go here. So it's staggering it down in height. I've got some more black rose petals, but I don't want any more. And that there as well. Now place this in again, bringing some white where there's black and black where there's white. So if you see a bit of black like there, too much black, add in a little bit of white. I'm going to take that off because it's just too, not giving me enough stem. So that's basically one of the main things to keep an eye out for when you're doing a monochromatic. Wherever there's black, too much black, add in a white, and wherever there's too much white, add in a black, and then that will balance it out. Beautiful. See, there's a lot of black here, so I want to place a white in. So we'll place the white where the black fern is. Like so. So it's constantly bouncing off of each other. Now I've got 2 down here. That there, and 1 here, like so. I've got 1 left of these rose petals, so I'm bringing that down at the bottom because it's just 1, and I'm bringing it because main reason, we've got 2 white pieces here. I want to break that up, so it will be black, white, black, white. So I need to break that up as well. So we'll break that up. That should be there. So that looks like it's got something behind it like so. Now I've got these 2 little harvest bits that I've just taken off. I'm going to cut that in half and place them on their own pick, little pick. Then I'm going to look at the arrangement and see where there's a bit of black that may need breaking up. Let's have a look. I could bring those where that is. So let's again lift up like that. Sorry if you can't see, guys. Like that. Get rid of all this mess. I think that's too high because it's making that droop down. So I'm going to take that off, cut that even shorter, re-glue it. I don't want it being higher. Now I feel instead we go back to our I think I need something here. So I'm going to place this piece of willow on a pick, and I need something, and I'm going to place this under so you've got the little bit of the leaf just popping up from the acorn, from underneath the acorn. Let's have a look. Is that too much? Right. I don't know. Let's. It's still a bit not enough down here. So what can I grab? I don't know if the acorns are the answer to it. I think maybe a little bit of black eucalyptus. And place that there instead. So I'll take that willow out. Let's have a look. Right, I'm going to shorten these, and I'm going to do that. Just have a bit of black foliage scattered around. I'm not just placing it here. I'm going to incorporate it all, you know, bits around. I need to balance it. Place one here as well. So you've got a bit of black there. And a bit here as well. Let's just cut off a few of these. I've got some here, look, what are on single picks. So we could bring some out to the side to elongate slightly. So I'm going to bring some where the grass is. Oh, I've just cut myself. Again around here, because there's a lot of white here, so let's break that up, even if it's just with a single little bit of a stem what's longer than it. Break it up by adding black around it. Just going to try and cut a few. Again, place one it getting around the centre, so you've got it in and around your centre point as well. Around the bottom. But what you do on one side, do on the other as well. Take some up. I've gone to where the lungs are, so I'm going a bit further up to where nearer to our shoulders. I'm going like that. And again, it's all good fun, guys. It's just placing things in, just giving it a little bit extra length and, you know, dynamic, you know, adding that extra little pieces in. Right, we're at the shoulders. So I just want to bring two pieces here, one there, one under here, like so. Let's just fluff our bow up. Get nice and chunky. By spreading your fingers really wide, it makes the loops, you know, slightly more volume instead of just doing it a little bit. Open your fingers as wide as you can and it gives it that more of a round loop. Like so. And that one. And there. We don't want those. So that is our project for today. Oh. No, as much as it looks nice, I'm not adding no more, because then I'll end up having to add something else with it, because I've created another gap somewhere else. You can turn over if you want your little streamers, just so you can see a little bit more, like so. So that is, I'll show you that way, our project, guys, for today. Isn't that lovely? Monochromatic swag. Let me get my easel out because I'm going to place it on the easel. I've got to put a hook on it yet, so I'll get this thing for the hook, because there is a hole at the back for it to go through your hook. We've placed one in for you. I need to grab it. There we go. Just cut that. So I'm just going to place it on our easel. Just, that's caught. Oh, let me uncatch it. Wait a moment, guys. There. Oh, here's my cat. Oh, hello, where you been? Where have you been? Mummy wondered where you may be. Let me just get that bit there. Jordan been giving you treats again? I can smell your chicken on you. You've been having some treats. I know you have. Yes. Place that out of the way. You're too late. You've missed your work. Right, let's just place that there for all the ladies and gentlemen. And we will bring our camera back and lift it, guys. Let's see if I can zoom out. Oh, let's have a look. That's a bit far away, that. Oh gosh, is that camera? Oh, sorry guys, I'm just cleaning my camera. That looks a bit better. I have to go back a bit because I need to get it all in. So, what? So that is our project for today. Another lesson for the young gentleman, Gay Wilson, who wants to know concerning different designs and get out the way. Sorry guys, I tell you, as soon as he's in here, it can be a pest. And that's what we've created. We've created a monochromatic teardrop shape swag, where everything, and I've not got any green at all in it, so it's just black and white. Some people, when they do a monochromatic, they add in green, obviously for the foliage, and then put their choice of colour like the black and white on top of the greenery. I chose to just use for my greenery black greenery and white greenery, so then it is a 100% monochromatic. And you know, we've got our black and white roses, we've got our hydrangeas, we've got our seeds, white seeds, our white ficus, our philodendron leaves, our fern, our black velvet spiky grass, our beautiful glossy berries as well, and our acorns, big acorns with some black eucalyptus and black willow and some harvest foliage, and also just a couple of strands of scraps of white ruscus added in. And that is what we've done. And we've had a bow where all the loops are 5" and in black and white. And I always suggest, it's your decision, but I always suggest putting at least one bold colour of ribbon with your ribbons that have patterns on, or ribbons with characters on. Choose at least one bold colour, so plain colour that it bounces, or your patterns or anything bounces off of, or just have all plain with one pattern. It's entirely your decision. Like I've done the one for the bouquet, and I've finished wrapping it, and I've got the bow on, and I'll show you the finishing touch with the bow. And that's got, majority of it is plain bow with one patterned bow. So we've got all different layers, and there is the bow, one patterned and the rest are bow, plain. That is oh gosh, go on, say it guys, ombre, but there's no pattern on it. That's the only pattern choice that I've used for this to go with the ladies' arrangement, and that's all that we have used, with lots and lots of wrapping. So that is finished. So for the lady to collect at the weekend, I need to wrap up, because I don't want Marley thinking it's his bed. You've got chicken breath. He's been being fed chicken treats, because he's got fish treats and chicken treats, and they're good for the teeth. They might be good for the teeth, but they're not good for the breath. Honestly, because he's got a horrible smelly breath from them, because they're very strong, very strong. But he loves them, and I'm sure my sons do it purposely, feed them and then let them out and say, go to mummy, go to mummy. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that you give it a go, and gave us, I hope that that's been another help for you on another style that we've created. And the swag and that. I do want to do an asymmetrical one for you to show you how that is then done. So we may do that. I was digging out in my pots, and I thought we could do one on this. It's like a glass lantern, so I thought we could do an asymmetrical. You can put a candle in it, I guess. Put an asymmetrical arrangement on that. Just place a bit of foam around the top, and yeah, and maybe have a candle at the bottom as extra decoration. But I thought we could do it in that, or if anything, a lot of people tend to, it's nice to do an asymmetric arrangement in a taller container as well. So you could do that in a vase, or maybe something. Oh, have I got one? Maybe something, taller like that, where it's up here. Maybe a full ceramic vase or glass, or even just metal, as long as you've got weight in it for the metal. This glass obviously is heavy. So, but things like that we will do as well. So this is our second one, which is the asymmetrical one. Then I want to show you that concerning a centerpiece. I could show you one for sympathy, for what you place on a funeral, coffin spray or casket spray, as some people know them. but in a miniature size, because obviously if I did it in the 6 foot, which is 1.8 meters, you know, nobody's going to be buying it, so I'd be wasting my, you know, wasting it. Now, as a smaller version, somebody could, you know, buy it and use it as a centerpiece for something, because you know, I'm just doing it on a smaller scale. I do also am considering doing a pedestal arrangement, which is like a symmetrical one but on a taller version, which I've done for what you can have in churches or your weddings, things like that. That's another style of arrangement, you know. And obviously the 360 arrangement that you do, compact arrangements. So there's lots of different styles, you know, but again, I just want to take it one step at a time. So here is our, like I say, our third, not second, our third arrangement, because the first one was the crescent, which was that one. I like that. I haven't put that up for sale, guys, because I like it because it's green. And then there was our symmetrical arrangement that we've done, and now we've done our teardrop arrangement, you know, our swag arrangement as well, to make it look like these are your wider points as a body part, your wider points for your shoulders, your rib cage, and then your waistline, and then this in the center is your neck. So, and that's a simpler way of, you know, doing it. You have to bring it out wide at the top, down to a point at the bottom. So that is in monochromatic. Again, you can do it in any choice. We did one for the Halloween. Obviously not anybody's purchased this because it's not, they're not thinking about Halloween, on a black spruce. But that is also a teardrop swag as well, where you can add in, you know, signs and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're going to give it a go, whether it be monochromatic or whether it be in just any colour of your choice, or whether it be autumnal colours, or, you know, or still summer colours, or even a Christmas one if you like. People are doing Christmassy things already. So again, have a wonderful day. Please subscribe, share and like, and all the best, you know, for if you're going to give it a go. Enjoy and have lots of fun, guys. So I love you all. Again, keep commenting, keep giving me your thumbs up. You know, it really does get my business recognised, and keep creating. Bye for now. Love you all. Bye. One moment, Marley. 2 hours this video's gone on. So there's your hydrangea, there's your bow in the centre, and your acorn with your black and white rose, your black willow, your black spiky grass and fern at the background with your white ficus, your white berries, your white philodendron leaves, your white, again, your black and white rose, your eucalyptus, some eucalyptus there, it's your white harvest leaves, a couple of ruscus at the top with your white berries as well, and then your blackberries, your glossy beautiful blackberries, aren't they beautiful? So, and that is your monochromatic look for today. So guys, give it a go. Have a wonderful day. I've got things to do now in the house. I've finished for today. I've done all my work. I'm a good girl. So early finish for me today. How wonderful. All the best. Take care, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.